A very warm welcome to you. Many thanks for being a part of the program this week. We remain your source for all the latest happening in the world of business. I am Susan Obiako. You are warmly welcome. On our lineup this week, first we join Faith and her guest, Professor Olusoji George of the Department of Business Administration, University of Lagos, on the CEO Rendezvous for the concluding part of their incisive interview session, where they examine the topic, navigating the current business environment, strategies for survival. As expected, it was an explosive session. Let's take a listen.
Nigeria and the products. There is no state in this country that do not have a product that can be a comparative advantage. On
this edition also, we bring you highlights from the 2024 POS Innovation Summit, which was held recently at the Accor Hotel and Suite here in Victoria Island, under the theme Evolving Technologies and New Markets. The annual summit, which was organized by Intima Consulting, is about driving sustainable growth and enhancing customers' experience. Let's check out excerpts.
Most of the terminals that we have in Nigeria, I'm not sure, I don't think it will be up to 2% if produced in Nigeria. I want to believe that 98% of the terminals used in Nigeria are provided by foreign original manufacturers, that's OEMs, probably from China and from other European countries. So the technology is not different. It's about process, it's about policy, it's about structure. I think we need to strengthen the foundation in our environment, and we can get it right, and we can lead, in Africa.
What more can I say? That's the urge to sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup. Details shortly after the commercial break. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Pat Rankin, and they don't call me World Best for no reason. I only deal with the best. Be it auto or business, 100% claim is always guaranteed.
Welcome to world-class insurance services. We are Anchor Insurance,
where insurance truly works.
A very warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure to have you join us on the CEO Rendezvous this week. I have the honor and privilege to be sitting one-on-one with the legendary, I know he's going to argue that, Professor Olusoji J. George, the Department of Business Administration, Faculty of Management Sciences, University of Lagos, which is, by the way, my alma mater. So it feels great for me to be back home. Today we'll be looking at navigating the current business environment strategies for survival. So if I were you're a business person, you need to sit down and listen to the legendary Professor Olusoji George give you some tips on how you can continue to survive in the business environment. Thank you so much, Prof, for joining us on the program.
It's nice. I'm happy to be here, and it's nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, Prof, now let's come to the engine room of every economy, which is the agricultural sector and small and medium-sized enterprises. But for now, so many small-scale businesses are folding up, and even though the big ones are relocating to better climes. Access to finance has always been a challenge in Nigeria and is still a challenge. Some have said part of the reason why that has always been is because businesses and governments are competing to borrow from commercial banks, and government will always have an edge over businesses. Why is that so peculiar to us as a country?
Again, all this noise, I call it noise. I engaged one of my good aburo on this discussion that because Procter & Gamble was going, and this one has gone, this one is going, now it means our economy is in a mess. My good aburo, Oscar, as a toothpaste company producing toothpaste. Procter & Gamble is producing what? With due respect to you, always. Using imported cotton for those things that women had to use every month. So that one is leaving Nigeria. And so what? Is that what we need now? We have toothpaste company. How can we be importing toothpaste from China? Excuse me, please. Toothpaste. The worst scenario, if you cannot get local toothpaste, let us go back to our
chewing stick.
Yeah, our chewing stick. My mother had all a set of teeth. It takes this What is that? We need real transfer of technology. I'm happy this guy told us, and they were 2-3 weeks ago, that some guys are coming in the oil and gas. They're bringing about 20 billion. That is those industries that we want. If River Brothers want to go, let him go. Must we take margarine? Must we take, what's that, close up? We have small company. Listen, how can Oscar's company not compete with Procter & Gamble or with the close-up of Unilever? How many expatriates do they have? How many expatriates do this Oscar small toothpaste company, how many? How many expatriates? He has only one Indian as the MD. Go and look at the expatriate. They house them in where? VI. Gone are those days. We don't need those people. My great-grandmother, with due respect to you, was doing messes. And I can tell you, Nigerians can do it. My boy here is setting up one. Mr. Brown. He's setting up one. So which industries are those moving? And those who are moving, the Dunlop that moved, or the Dunlop or Michelin that left, let them go and sell their tires in Ghana. How many vehicles in Ghana? We are not making use of our population. India and China is making use of that.
Population. Okay, Prof, why do you think that is so? We have huge population. Governments, some of the policies they have churned out at encouraging local production has also not helped, because before you know it, there's policy somersaults, and you make progress 6 steps forward, then you take 9 steps backward. That has not helped our local manufacturing sector.
I agree with you. Let me tell you this. That my boy that you saw, John, his PhD thesis was on Nigeria and the products. There is no state in this country that do not have a product that can be a comparative advantage. What I mean is, once they get that, they say, I can't remember the state now, they have tomatoes. Tomatoes. You know what tomatoes can become? But how can you compete with those bringing in tomatoes
from China?
From China. One of my very good clients in Surulere, doing Ankara, they were about packing up before the war. Before the COVID. Can you imagine our people are bringing in Ankara
from China?
Now, Adire
from China.
From China.
Yes.
But now, as at that time, the freight was high. So our good boy, our people from the southeast, who are bringing in Ankara, by the time they pay about $2,000 or $4,000 on freight, they are nowhere to be. There's no how they could do it. This place, they now have something in Katsina for cotton. Backward integration. It's in Surulere. I can give you the address. I consult for them. They do towels now. Can you imagine? Do you know what? Somebody told us that they were bringing in pizza. You have Domino there. Nigerians are bringing in pizza.
From China.
No, from England. Domino. And there is this Domino here. Now, what am I talking about? We have been blessed, but we have been sleeping. But you added that we were snoring.
Sorry.
Now, 10th of Tinubu has come to wake us up to the reality. Are we not having toothpaste now? We do respect, please. Are women not having their monthly thing? How are they doing it now? Now that always is out of the market. Dr. Brown is there. He's there. I had my first child, Eniola, may God bless her, in 1983. We used Dr. Brown. 6 years ago, I was teaching risk management. I was teaching strategy. And I was talking about branding and loyalty to the brand. And one of my students said that his area manager or regional manager of a particular popular Christian denomination, and that he works for Guinness in the quality control, but he doesn't take alcohol. I called the boss and I said, I'm going to the press. The guy was asked to resign. So when in another class, another year, I was talking about Pampers and the other one, and one of my students said he works for the other local one. But it took him 10 years to have a child. So he cannot use that for his child. And I said, can I have your... Then the whole class shouted, don't give prof, oh, don't give prof. Oh. You are working for a company, producing a product. You are using the product of another company. Now, Tinubu has woken all us up. The owner of the robe has collected the robe from us. So if you want to walk naked, let us see. It's a matter of time. I am not saying that the thing is not defective. But let us look at the general. This, to me, is about, get it right, the real value of Naira. About. Because I know that when it comes to a certain stage, we should. Listen, BAO, I know that one very well. It's coming up. Modular, some other 3-4 modular coming up. Among those people, I think it is the Taiwanese or somebody, I will remember now, they are coming to set up four refineries. So when Dangote sees, let us say, the 4 or 5 modular, and 4 or 5 of those guys coming up, we are talking about 12, there will be competition. So let us see whether that is the true value. Or, I mean, what do we were expecting this, but they told us, rightly, of course, I agree, that the one Dangote is refinery for us, as of September, happened to be the one he bought with dollars. Now, from October 1st, we are told that he'll be paying Naira. So let us see. But the basics, that basic removal of subsidy is the best way to go. How to manage it is another thing. That leaving Naira to fight for his position is about, please quote me right, it's about the right thing. Because there's no country that will just leave its currency to float. Look at the Chinese. America has been shouting. They are backing up that they are here somewhere. So I think after everything settles down, let's give this guy another 1 or 2 years. After it settles down, let us see, then they will know which sector can we back up. Is it manufacturing? That we will say, okay, come and buy. But I know that this is about the best decision. But for subsidy, it is the best decision.
All right, welcome back. Moving on, we now bring you highlight from the Point of Sale Summit held in Lagos. The summit provided ample opportunities for industry leaders to share valuable insights and explore innovative solutions poised to transform the digital landscape in Nigeria. Happy viewing.
Hi, I'm Pat Rankin, and they don't call me World Best for no reason. I only deal with the best. Be it auto or business, 100% claim is always guaranteed.
Welcome to world-class insurance services. We are Anchor Insurance.
Where insurance truly works.
days we spend in our own environment to get a reversal. For some people's experience, it's 1 week. For some people, it could, somebody said 1 month. So is the technology that is being used in Western countries, is it really different? I don't think so. Most of the terminals that we have in Nigeria, I'm not sure I don't think it will be up to 2% if produced in Nigeria. I want to believe that 98% of the terminals used in Nigeria are provided by foreign original manufacturers, that's OEMs, probably from China and from other European countries. So the technology is not different. It's about process, it's about policy, it's about structure. I think we need to strengthen the foundation in our environment, and we can get it right, and we can lead, in Africa. So the other one, the last one is card payments option. If you go back to the previous one, the last option is the card payment option. In doing transaction on POS, it's primarily card. In Western world, like Fred was mentioning, you can do things with your phone, with a ring, with facial, with biometric. The list goes on. And the reason why this needs to be embraced is that if you look at us, if you look at the person sitting on your left, and you look at the person sitting on your right, you would agree with me that none of us are wearing the same color. I'm wearing a black blazer. The gentleman, handsome man in front of me is wearing a blue blazer. And the man next to him is wearing a white shirt. And the next gentleman beside him is wearing a gray. So what it means is that there's diversity, there's preference, and the demography, is also spread. The demography, what I mean, are different age groups, different needs. Probably the reason why there's been a clamor that the African continent is an environment that the world needs to watch out for is because of the predictions that Africa would have the highest number of youths, in the world in the year 2030. And we know that the youths do not like old technology.
We've been able to build trust when the transaction is within a circle, when it's intra. What I mean is, if I go to a supermarket today and I see a bank that has certain account displayed, and I have that account of that bank, I would want to use that bank account to carry out that payment. Why? Because we still have dealing with issues of fast transaction, delayed transaction, failed transaction. That interoperability is not there yet. So yes, it's good, we're embracing evolving technologies, but we really need to earn the trust of our people. So if a particular bank has done so well in a particular technology, when the bank introduces a new one, it will be very easy to onboard customers to adopt that.
Hi, I'm Pat Rankin, and they don't call me world best for no reason. I only deal with the best. Be it auto or business, 100% claim is always guaranteed.
Welcome to world-class insurance services. We are Anchor Insurance.
Where insurance truly works.
That's our time on the program this week. The 2024 Almond Insurance Industry Award was awesome. We are almost rounding up with the post-production. Please watch this space for highlight of what went down, coming soon. Feel free as always to connect with us on all our social media platforms. You have tons of videos to watch on our YouTube channel, Almond Finance TV. Do well to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. I am Susan Obiako. Until next time, from all of us here is a goodbye.